All right, guys. So the announcement has just been made. Ricky Burns has just signed with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Sports. It's official. No surprise here. Once I heard that Ricky Burns left Frank Warren, I pretty much figured he was heading over to Matchroom. I think Eddie Hearn is doing a great job. The thing I really like about Eddie Hearn, man, is that he takes risk. He takes calculated risk at the end of the day. Um, and now the question is going to be, are we more likely to see Adrien Broner versus Ricky Burns? Eddie Hearn has said that, they're going to try to build up Ricky Burns in Scotland a little bit, which probably means he's going to get some easy fights. And, eventually, uh, you know, the Adrien Broner Ricky Burns fight might actually happen. I mean, to me, the lifeline on that fight is going to be up until early next year. By the time early next year comes around, if that fight hasn't happened, it's probably not happening because by then, Broner is probably going to be a lot bigger than Burns. I mean, he already is, but I think by then it'll be to a point to where the fight will probably be unnecessary by that time. So the deadline on that fight is definitely creeping up. So that fight's definitely got to happen relatively soon. So I'm really not sure about this if the fight's gonna happen. But like I said, with Eddie Hearn, you never know because he does take risk. You know, he's one of the promoters that understand. This is boxing, and at the end of the day, you're in it to get the money and get the belts. So you got to take risk for that to happen. Sitting there fighting all of these domestic level competition, it can only go so far, and it's only going to get you so far in the sport. And if you want to get on the world level, you got to take the big fights. So I'm glad that Ricky Burns signed with Matchroom, and I'm looking forward to seeing where his career kind of goes. And I think he's going to become a lot more bigger at this point. You know, Frank Warren just wasn't keeping the guy active enough. He wasn't getting the guy fights. A lot of shady stuff was going down, fights getting canceled, just crazy stuff, man. And boxing, there's so much that goes into boxing, man. You put so much into the training, I mean, the cost, you're doing all these things, you're dining right, you're going to the gym, and then to hear that your fights just keep getting canceled and things are falling through. I don't know, man. Frank Warren just wasn't dotting his I's and crossing his T's. But I think Ricky Burns has a brighter future with Eddie Hearn. So those are my thoughts on Ricky Burns signing with Eddie Hearn. Do you think that the Adrien Broner fight is more likely to happen now? Peace.